last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance lap. Three touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the one interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Off the RPO, he completes it.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Now a give, right side. T. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, T. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Attack, attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the left side. Fowler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Up the middle they go. It's Griffin. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him. And he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. steps away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
And has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Mahomes' throw is caught here by Anderson. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. Winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. To throw on 2nd down, Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete. It's good. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got goal. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Griffin. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Mahomes to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught here by Griffin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They went back to him, but the results were simple, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. T, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. T, and effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hopkins working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense. Back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. And the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pickett now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Hopkins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 14-7, the final score. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Allen, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Tajay Spears, a touchdown run in the victory. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably... You would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes, and he's got it complete to Anderson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will... as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Hopkins. McKinnon here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Titans first down.
Up the middle they go. T. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 yards to go, second down. He's going to try and take off with it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to...
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Griffin. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 30, 24-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Robinson on a give right side. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now. Where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Again, they run with Campbell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. A give running left is Campbell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That it's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This 2nd and 4. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go up the middle with Campbell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Hopkins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Taking it right down Broadway. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Big play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Mahomes to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Mahomes. This is Anderson. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And take over once once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains.
Now it's Mahomes again. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mahomes going to throw.
Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many.